Hello everyone, welcome to our Timeless Oracle reading. Our Oracle card for today belongs to Into the Lonely Woods Oracle by Lucy Cavendish and illustrated by Dan May. When you look at the picture of the card, you see a unique looking creature with a beak of a bird. Makes me think of birds of prey like a crow, a raven, or a hawk, even an eagle. Now, oftentimes, these birds of prey are usually symbols of souls or spirit animals that journey between the physical realm and the inner realm. So somehow it symbolizes a creature which can also symbolize your energy, who travels constantly from the physical realm into the inner realm. And now this person is holding a crooked staff. So it symbolizes somebody who is in the process of a journey or on a trip or a journey at this present time. In fact, on the left side of his waist, of the waist of this creature, you can see a small traveling bag. Now this creature is holding an egg-shaped structure which makes me think of a crystal, which can be a crystal ball, a divination tool. A divination tool is also indication of a person who looks inside themselves, trying to consult the guidance coming from the inner world. At the same time, there is an incense. The crystal also can symbolize protection, like crystal grids that are created, or crystals specifically located in your sanctuary or in your room in order to protect you from certain energies. The incense also is a symbolism of cleansing and protection. Now, the title of the card is Plight of the Wanderer. The Wanderer symbolizes us who at one point in our life were invited by the Spirit to undergo this journey within. Now, the journey within is a journey that is very challenging. It's not an easy journey. We encounter and discover new things that before we are not too much aware of. And it happens that way because as we journey within, as we are invited by the Spirit to undergo transformation or awakening. I think the term here is more beautiful. The journey of awakening. When we are, when the invitation starts to come to us from the universe in order to undergo the journey of awakening, the journey has a lot of challenges that we shall face. Part of the challenges is becoming aware of those parts in our life that in the past we are not aware of, but actually are burdens that we have been carrying for a long time. Now there comes a point when we realize that this burden need not have to be carried by us always. There are some burdens that we'll realize that we need to let go. And it's part of the awakening that we encounter. The things that we thought are important in our life before, some of them we realize are not really important, especially now that we are being called to the journey of awakening. We start to let go of certain things that are no longer helpful for us in our journey. And so part of the plight of the wanderer is discovering those things that are a burden in our life and learning to let go of them, of laying them down in order for our journey to be faster and lighter, and in order to make us also more receptive to the guidance coming from the universe. Now, it's a difficult process of letting go. It's the more willing we are to let go of these things, the faster the journey. But sometimes there are certain things that are quite difficult for us to let go. That is why sometimes when there are like certain habits, for some of us there might be some addictions that will take some time before we could let go. But the journey of awakening already makes us recognize those things that we need to leave behind. Another challenge that we encounter when we journey within towards the journey of awakening is the deepening of our intuition, the reception of the gifts, the clear gifts. Some of us are more we are in sooner or later in the process of the journey we receive the clear gifts, and it depends on every person. It becomes very different for every person. Some are more sensitive with their sight, some are more sensitive with their sense of touch, some are clear cognizant, so some are clairvoyant, some are clairaudient. These things, it depends on the person and on the gift that the universe would like to emphasize in us. But all of us sooner or later will receive all these gifts. It's just that there are certain emphases in certain persons. And because we deepen in our gift of intuition and our clear gifts, we start to become aware of the energies around us. And so what happens is, as we journey through our physical world, sooner or later, because of our sensitivity to energies, we sometimes end up carrying with us certain energies that are not really ours. And sooner or later, part of the journey of awakening is the ability to realize those things that belong to us, those energies that belong to us, and those energies that do not belong to us. And so we learn to discern these things. We learn to realize which are the energies we need to cleanse ourselves from. And at the same time, because of the awareness that there are energies, especially those negative ones that sometimes cling to us and we are not aware of, the more sensitive we become, the more we realize the need for us to create certain practices that would allow us to cleanse ourselves of the energies, especially at the end of the day, and to create ways and means to protect ourselves at the beginning of the day, so that as we go through the day, we will not absorb those negative energies. We learn to discern situations that are beneficial to us and situations that will become a burden for us. And so we learn to discern where we should place ourselves. We learn also to realize the people that drain us of energy or give us negative energies, and those that charge us with positive energies. And so what happens, we are also discerning we learn to discern also how we interact with the people around us. These are part of the challenges that we can either look at it in a negative way or in a positive way. But oftentimes, as our awakening deepens, we are able to see the positive things in such challenges that we encounter. The more we encounter these things, the wiser we become, and the more colorful our journey also becomes for us. If sooner or later we develop that sense of a person who's open to adventure, a person who's open to new learnings, a person who is open to new challenges. And that is what happens despite of the challenging or the challenges that we encounter as we journey towards awakening. We also learn new things and find joy in the journey itself. So, in a certain sense, even if we look at it as a plight of the wanderer, we can also sooner or later look at it as the flight of the wanderer. The plight becomes sooner or later like wings that allows us to fly towards spiritual growth. Now, let's try to read from the handbook that accompanies this card so that we can gain more insights regarding plight of the wanderer. There may come a sleepless night when you must walk with your troubles until they feel larger than you can continue to carry. There will come a night when the journey has taken you so far that you feel the burdens of your needs must be laid down, and you must free yourself from them. This card comes to you to say that you must know now that some of the troubles you carry are not yours. They do not belong to you, and yet you carry them. There will be a wise one who tells you to share some of these troubles for a time. They will help you know which to keep, learn from, and remember, and which can be put aside, acknowledged as not yours to carry, and buried softly in the good earth to heal, change, and become a part of the great all that is. So, there will be challenges, there will be new discoveries, but the important thing is we continue to journey forward towards this destination of awakening. Well, that's it for today. I hope you were able to gain some insights, and I hope some of the reflections resonated with you at this moment. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again next time. Until that moment, may God continue to bless your ways.